Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we're going to talk about why Democrats should want Donald Trump to win re-election in 2020. Now, I understand that many Democrats are opposed to a lot of his legislation, and the case of the Supreme Court with justices retiring, that could definitely go against this argument. But for the sake of the United States House, the United States Senate, and the governor elections in specific states, the Democrats really should hope for a Trump re-election. Based on what we saw with Barack Obama winning in 2008, but yet a massive Republican turnout and House turnover in 2010, and then the Senate in 2014, shows that even if an incumbent can win re-election, it doesn't mean midterms will go well for them. The Republicans flipped the United States House in 2010, and then the United States Senate in 2014, right after Barack Obama's victory over Mitt Romney. And 2018 will likely be a Democratic win in the United States House of Representatives, but the Senate not so much. Regardless of how this turns out, the 2022 midterm elections are looking very, very favorable for the Democrats. A number of these states, let me just go for a little backstory here. Let's say, for instance, Donald Trump wins 294 electoral votes to the Democrats' 244, give or take the state of New Hampshire and the state of Michigan. But this is probably going to be his most likely scenario if he was to win re-election. Let's say he wins with this margin. Obviously, parts of the Rust Belt still staying red. And let's look at the 2022 United States Senate map. Notable states include the states of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, where they have a retiring incumbent. Wisconsin also has a retiring incumbent, Ron Johnson, won in 2016. And then there were a number of other states that Barack Obama either carried or Hillary Clinton made competitive. The state of Iowa, Ohio, Georgia, Florida, Arizona, state of Utah, even though that one's likely not going to flip, a number of these states could possibly go to the Democrat. And don't even forget Indiana and Missouri, where they have two mildly popular incumbent Republican senators. Now, anything can happen up to 2022. I'm not going to really make an election prediction for 2022 just yet, but it is notable that Democrats have by far more chances to make pickups, especially with the energy against the incumbent president. Now, the state of Colorado, Nevada, and New Hampshire all have Democratic incumbents, where the margin was under 10% for each of these states, but regardless, they're swing states, and they went for Hillary Clinton, and they probably won't go for Donald Trump the state of New Hampshire, that one's pretty much a toss-up, but Nevada and Colorado are increasingly going away from the president, so it's not really likely for him to carry them, and they'll probably retain their Democratic incumbents. Now, if 2022 comes around and Donald Trump is the incumbent president, think about how many pickups the Democrats could make with energy on their side. The 2018 Senate map is so against their favor, but they still have a possibility of winning the majority. I mean, there are countless states, 11 states in total, where Republicans can make pickups, but Democrats are likely going to retain their seats, and that's something very notable. I mean, with this amount of energy, with what we saw in these special elections from the Trump presidency, it really looks like there's going to be a Democratic wave, and that's something Republicans should worry about. Now, that doesn't mean 2020 will be a Democratic year, but it just means that midterm year, there's a lot of Democratic energy against this incumbent president, and come 2022, it's going to be very likely that Democrats flip a number of these states if Donald Trump is reelected. Now, for the sake of a 4-year president versus 6 years in the United States Senate and flipping control, it's probably better for the Democrats to win in the United States Senate than hold on to the presidency, disregarding the case of the Supreme Court. They probably won't pick up a number of seats, but they probably will pick up some seats in the midterm year in 2022 if they have someone like Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders in there. But still, if Donald Trump is elected president, then it would still be very good for the Democrats in case of pickups. So we're looking at the 2018 governor elections map. However, this one will be the same one as in 2022 because every 4 years or every 2 years in the state of New Hampshire and Vermont, a number of these states could go to the Democrats. I mean, the states of Michigan, the state of Wisconsin, Ohio, definitely the state of Maryland. A number of these states definitely have a possibility of going to the Democrats. So looking at the future elections, it would definitely be beneficial for the Democrats to lose the 2020 presidential election just as the Republicans did and take back the United States House, or hold on to the House, or take back the Senate, or even hold on to the Senate. Anything can happen. And based off the 2022 Senate elections, it looks really likely that the Democrats will take control and probably expand their lead come 2022. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. I'm losing my voice, I apologize, but I'm going to have an election prediction out today, either between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump or Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Comment down which one you guys would rather see and other suggestions for future videos. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.